evening, everyone. Welcome in. I know I'm running a little late today. I'm sorry. Just chatting. Yeah. The day ran a little long. I was rushing to get dinner cooked and get here, and just we're late today. Today is a kitten stitch, kit then stitch. I realize that when I say kit then, it sounds like kitten. Hey Holly, welcome in. So, and I forgot to put up stuff to vote on yesterday. It was a long day. I rushed off of stream to go buy a car, and by the time we got all said and done there and I got home, it was 11 o'clock at night, and I was exhausted and hadn't eaten, and so I didn't put anything up. So we're gonna kit up one of the tiny towns today. I know that when I normally stream my evening streams, it's a little bit later, so it's already kind of warm in here. Welcome in, Mandy. How are you today? And that kind of sucks, but it is what it is. Trying to get at least something in this week. Hey, Kate, welcome in. Probably won't stay on super long because it is Friday. We like to Zoom on Fridays. But let's get something kitted up, at least. It is so warm. Love Texas weather. Hey, Laurel, welcome in. Hey, Rita. It's 1 a.m. there. My husband is out drinking with work, so I'm having to pick him up soon. Not sure how long I'm here, but it's nice to see you for just a few hours. All right, that sounds good. Welcome in. Yeah, so my informational services are not working correctly. So, anyway, we're gonna do some kidding. So let me switch to the other channel so y'all can decide what we're kidding on. All right. Ooh. Let's get y'all a little more situated here. A little less crooked. Oh, look. Y'all can read like normal people. Okay. Do we sound okay today? I didn't change any settings, but I feel like the air is blowing right on the microphone, so there's that. Okay, so these are the 4 I have currently in front of me. I do know I have a few more, but I didn't have time to look for them today. We've got Anytown. We have Seaside. We have Honey. And Patriotic. So. Sound is good? Okay, good. I know I was, I guess, a little quiet the other day, so. Seaside. Kate says Seaside. Mandy says Seaside. I'm getting that. Holly says Any. And Rita Marie says Any, so we've got a tie. Oh, and Laurel says Honey. I think you said Let me slow down. I think you said Honey last time, Laurel. I just got my schedule for work next week. I work Sunday through Wednesday again, but then I'm out of town Thursday through Sunday. So, I'm trying to decide if I'm going to have a live on Wednesday night or not. If so, it'll just be like an hour or two. Goodness me, I'm so sorry. Patriotic. So now we got 1 for all of them and 2 for each of these. Hey Betty, and welcome in. Is anybody stitching? I've gotten hardly any stitching done today. I've been up since the wee hours of the morning, and where has my day gone? What have I done? I can't even tell you. It's just like, so. Slowly stitching on the round robin. I think I saw a picture of that earlier. I need to go and look and see exactly how it's going. So if you were at the stream yesterday when I like disappeared all of a sudden, very quickly, this is why we bought this yesterday. You just pulled out, honey, to stitch on or to kit up. So he told us if we could get there before they closed yesterday that he would meet all our demands. And so we got it. So Kate's working on Deadly Aquarium again. How often is she releasing those? Every like 2 weeks? It feels like every other day. Every time I turn around, it's like y'all are getting a new piece. Alright, we're between Anytown and Seaside. So, if these are the only two you can vote on, which one would you vote for? I'm going to just take a look real quick. Every week? Oh, okay. So it is coming out pretty quickly. It's not just... This one is mostly Classic Colorworks with a couple weeks Dye Works. Not quite done with work yet, Laurel. So you're just gonna creep in on us? Seaside. Kate says Seaside. This one is Classic Colorworks only. So... Seaside, by the seaside. Betty says any. Rita says any. So we're 2 and 2 again. Working on your sampler category, Scary Sampler. Awesome, Erica. Scary Sampler is that one from... That one you have, right, Kate? Any. Okay, I think any's winning. It says Aaron, Holly, and Erica. Flip a coin. No, we'll go with this one. It's okay. Come back next week, Kate. That's the one that has all the hidden movie references, right? The Scary Sampler. I want to start it someday. This is like voting on Sarah's fabric the other day. So, this is Anytown, Tiny Town from Heart and Hand. Heartstring Sampler. There you go. Yes. I was like, it's right there. It's right on the tip of my tongue. So, do y'all think we can pull fabric first, or should we pull the flosses first? It's got a few. Let's see, 3, 6, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 13. So confused. I'm trying to figure out what it's talking about. Oh, okay. I see. I will not be... Oh, that's right. I'm not going to be... Well, I might do Wednesday, just so we can still kit something up. It wouldn't be a really long one. because I'll be tired from work. But I don't have a specific time I have to leave on Thursday, so there's that. Fabric first. All right. So let me hold, please. I was ill prepared today. Last minute food cooking and stuff. Tried a new recipe. Didn't go over well. So I'll probably be eating again here in a little bit. Just stop. Alright, so now we're going to change this. Nope, not like that. Get my concentrated face going. Well, normally I make dinner about now, maybe a little later. What is going... Oh. Alright, that looks a little bit better. There we go. There we go. So I found this recipe on Facebook, and it's Philly cheesesteak tortellini. We love Philly cheesesteak recipes around here, and tortellini is something we're new to cooking, but we do enjoy. It just wasn't very saucy. Like, the picture looked really saucy, and that sounds weird, but you know, like, not dry. This just came out so dry. So didn't look anything like the picture, didn't taste great. See how like gooey and saucy that looks? Once it focuses, there it goes. You see how creamy it looks? Did not turn out like that. Not at all. I think there's some modifications I can make to make it more something we enjoy, but yeah, it did not fly tonight. Double the sauce ingredients, but that's just it. Like, it literally was just beef broth. Yeah, it does look yummy. It wasn't. Beef broth and melted provolone cheese, and provolone like becomes very stringy when you melt it, and so it was just it wasn't my cup of tea. We're gonna make some modifications. Thinking it needs some cream cheese. I'm thinking it needs some something. So, all right, we got this pictures up here. So, we need fabric. What color do we need to start with? Got some, looks like some red and some brown in there. There's some dark blue. Of course, the green on the trees. Yeah, it really did. So it was like you made the tortellini, you diced up onion, you cook the meat with some salt and pepper. It had a little bit of Worcestershire and a little bit of beef broth, and then cheese. And I don't know, it just I added sour cream to my bowl, Holly, and that helped. It wasn't enough, but it made it edible. So, and then that's when my husband was like, maybe if we use cream cheese to kind of thicken up the beef broth. Thanks to one of the last lives, we are getting Taco Bell Cheez-It Tostadas. Very nice. I think wasn't that something you mentioned, Holly? We were talking about Cheez-Its yesterday. My husband doesn't like cottage cheese. But I've heard that if you take cottage cheese and then you just blend it, nobody knows. Nobody knows. I'm going to suck down all my drink right here in the beginning and not be able to get through this. Alright, colors. Cheddar instead of provolone? Maybe. Something. Well, and Philly cheesesteak is supposed to have Cheese Whiz, right? Should we just put Cheese Whiz in there? That would go over real well in my house. I feel so discombobulated today. Okay, what color should we start with? Comes in tostada, crunch wrap, or you could just buy the Cheez-It. That is interesting. I'm really curious now, but we don't have a Taco Bell anywhere near us, so I have to make special trips to Taco Bell. Okay. Part of me thinks green like grass because it seems like a neighborhood, or gray like concrete, blue like sky. Something neutral. Not this. Light green. Blue. Not this. Blue. You just got on and everybody's making me hungry. That's the problem with doing this at dinner time, right? Typically I would just be starting to cook dinner, but with it being Friday, I wanted to start a little bit earlier because I have plans. Blue. I'm getting there. I have to dig through this box. I think I need to get another one of these boxes. Signed out of work, it's the weekend. Yay, Laurel. And that way we can kind of have two going. It's kind of a blue-gray. Sure we shouldn't do pink? Just really, well, no, there's red on that pattern. Ugh. Light green. Hold on. Light green there. I really don't. You need blue for Seaside. Yeah. In fact, this rich blue might be really good for Seaside. Ooh, look at this green. What did we pick for one we already kitted up. Which one did we kit up? We kitted up Halloween. Did we go with green or purple on that one? Where's my notions at? Notions. You know how when you pick up your phone and all of a sudden you're not doing whatever you picked up your phone for? I think your phone is buzzing. I don't think so. Maybe. I don't know. Okay, so notions. What did we kit up last time? Halloween. I said that already. Halloween. Okay, maybe we need to sort this. Y'all didn't make me put it in notion. Oh, there it is. Okay. Alright, we did Nessie, which was a green-blue for Halloween Tiny Town. Let me put it over here so we don't have that problem. I have a dark green. Alright, I've got my blues and my greens that I feel comfortable with going through. I think. Like the light green. Like, okay. I've got like this green tea. I think I'm going to keep this one aside for Seaside. Where did that go? I think we could put Seaside on that one. I think it'll work. Okay, I'll set that one over here. God. These are blues. Those are the blues. These are the greens. We got really light green tea. Like tea you drink, green tea. We got nickel and dime, which does have some modeling in it. A little bit. We got... This one doesn't have a name, but it's a deeper green. And we've got eucalyptus showers from Fiberlicious. So for those that felt like we needed blue, we've got this really light blue-gray. We've got a little more rich gray yellow, or blue yellow I mean, or blue. Kate says green tea, Holly says green tea. Let me pull some colors. Well, we're gonna see which of the called for specialty threads I have and then go from there. So We will set this here so everybody can kind of keep their eye on it just because it's fun. Green tea, says Mandy. All right, where is our flossist? Hello. Asking for a friend. Come in. How are you doing? Have to run. Have a good day, Rita. Drive safe. All right, first one is black coffee. I don't know if I have black coffee. Blacksmith blue. Okay, no black coffee. Good, just doing homework. Awesome. I'm gonna body double with this while you get your homework done. Alright, next is blacksmith blue. I don't think I had anything that said black. Alright, blushing beauty. Nope. This is a classic, right? Okay. Cherry tomato, college history. Ooh, fun. I think my daughter's taking college history right now. Calico, camouflage. What am I looking for? Cherry. Cherry cobbler, cherry tomato. So that's one of them. Alright, cocoa bean. Don't think so. Nope. Desert mesquite. Yep. Ooh. See, and that's where, like, I feel like this one would rule this one out. Because they're just too close together. Dublin Bay. That one too. Even more so, maybe. Green onion. Hickory sticks I know I don't have because it's pulled for something else. Licorice red. Don't think I have that one. Looks like I have a very limited selection of L's here. Queen bee. O. P. Doesn't look like I have any Q's. Alright, snowball and stepping stone. Doesn't look like I have those either. So this one was a very limited run, which I can't say I'm overly surprised. Dark green one is too close to the floss. Yeah, and even this, yeah, So we're gonna take that one out of the running. Oh, not. I didn't mean out of the fabric. I meant go back on your card. I'm gonna have to do that later. All right. All right. So we've got these three. And actually, that one may not work either because it is very close to this. This one is just off enough. I know it's a little hard to see. This one's just off enough. It might be okay. All right. So black coffee is $3.10. I don't need to pull black. Y'all know what black looks like. Blacksmith blue is $37.50. Blushing Beauty is $3.53. Ow, I just ran over my own toe. Let's see. We got cherry tomato. Cocoa bean is $8.39. Desert Mesquite is $33.62. Oh wait, we have that one, right? Yeah. Got Dublin Bay, got green onion. Hickory sticks is $30.21, which I don't have. Licorice shredded is $38.31. I like that color. Queen Bee is $8.34. Snowball is white, and Stepping Stones is $6.42. So now what I'm going to do is I'm going to try and find specialty flosses for these, if we can. So, let's pull my Classic Colorworks back over here. And already, I feel like this is pretty close to this. Maybe only slightly darker. It looks a lot darker in there. Well, okay. Maybe not. A little more rich. That'd be funny. Use honeycomb instead of queen bee. It's a little more gold. More of a orangey gold than a yellow gold. Goldfish. It's got sections that are almost exactly the same as that color. Okay, we're gonna go with that one. Some that are a little darker, but that's okay. There's that one. So we can take $3.53 off the table. Finley Gold, it's a little bit lighter than that one. Cobbler wasn't one of them, right? No, cherry tomato. Cherry cobbler could work instead of 3831. Woo! Hello! Welcome in. Hi! Hello, first time here, new to your channel. Hi, Cricket. Welcome in. Thank you for subscribing. That was super sweet. We are... So this is a Twitch for cross stitch. You like the gold. Okay, I'm good with that. Are you talking about the honey? Or... What was the first one we did? Or avocado. Honey or the first gold? Okay. So, Cricket, we are... This is my channel. I cross stitch here. And today we're kitting up a project. The project I'm working on getting ready is the one just above my head here. And so we're trying to decide what fabric color we want, what flosses work so nicely together, and that way someday I can start stitching it. Are you also a maker, crafter? Okay. It's so funny, Holly, because this one, it's actually called avocado, but it's not really very, okay. It's gold with a green hue, right? So that's why it makes it just slightly darker. But when you think about where it's going, so what is this substituting out for? Queen bee, which is that. Where in the pattern do we see this color? I see it in a bush. Yeah, it looks like it's just in a few bushes, in a window, nothing major. So that's cool. Love to cross stitch. Awesome. What is your most current project? Okay, that was 834. I feel like this is a good one for this. What do you think, Holly? What does anybody think? Anybody can chime in. It's not as rich. It's a little bit darker, but it is very close. Especially because it's variegated, some of the lighter ends. Hey Hoisin, welcome in. Happy Friday. How are you today? Ooh, quilt squares. Awesome. You have more patience than I do. I tried quilting once and it was not my thing. I'm doing well. It's one of those days where I blinked and it was gone. Y'all, that's the one we were supposed to pull for that color. I missed it. That's funny. Oh lordy, I missed it somehow. That was the color that was supposed to be pulled. Now, I will tell you, everybody's leaning more towards this fabric over here, this one on the end. But I'm keeping them all up to kind of compare. That is funny. All right, what do we got going on? We've got red, green, and this slate color left. I don't know if I'm going to be able to sub out that 642. We want to go a little more rich than the 839. This is just a little more warm, I would say. This would be 839 cocoa bean. The dark color on the houses. I've got one job. I know, right? Will the white show up enough on the light? Yes. Yes, it will, because it is a green. I know it's really washed out. Maybe if I pull it back a little bit, you could see they're all a little bit darker than what it looks like. Oh, here. That is white against it. So that's more true to color right there. The rich brown is nice. Yeah, I think so. I think it'll make the houses look really good. So that is almost auburn. It's not quite, but it's almost. Yeah. Yeah, that's the only thing, like, it is so hard to get good lighting that actually shows you colors of fabrics and flosses, and so we just do the best we can. Alright, we've got that one for that. I love subbing out colors like this. I find it so much fun. Because it's never going to be exact, but that almost makes it more fun, because then your project's not going to look like my project, even if we stitch the same thing. Okay, so we need 642 and 3831. What did we think of making the 3831 a little bit deeper? Slightly, like, it's got the red, but it's almost a little more orange. Oh, sorry, we're not really on camera there. Let's try this. What do y'all think of this color? I know it's darker, but it's also bricks on a house, so I mean, we could do that. This one is a little deeper. Ooh, I think I like that better. Because we had rich, almost brown, and this is more of a red. I think I like that. What is that? Cherry Cobbler. That's the one I pulled earlier. Cherry Cobbler. What do y'all think of Cherry Cobbler? Chili Pepper is the one that's a little bit orange. Too orange, I think. Second one's better. Yeah. The second one's actually the one I pulled the first time, but then we flipped around the ring again. Hey, Debbie. Wish I could stitch. My neurologist says no stitching or crocheting till further notice because of pinched nerves in my neck. Oh, that is miserable. I am so sorry. Well, just join us and we'll stitch for you. Okay, so that's 3831. I don't really. Okay, so this is almost like a green. This is more of a brown. Okay, let me figure out what this is. 642. Is that symbol? It's going to be in the middle of the house. Okay, so it's going to be this part right here. Is 642. I think we could get away with caramel. Seems a little bland for caramel. Or should we stick with the little bit greener 642? What do y'all think? It's a house awning. Could really do whatever we wanted, right? I could pull this gray instead. No, we're gonna stick with it. Do we want caramel or 642? Again, it's for this awning right here. Caramel? Yeah, I think so. I'm really just trying to put all these fancy flosses I've bought towards something, man. White and black, I'll just use white and black, but all the rest of these. Alright. Are you working on anything right now, Mandy? Call people out. What is that? Oh. Okay. So we've got our flosses, except for white and black, I believe. Okay. We're gonna. So I'm not going to put these on a floss card because they're specialty, but I'm going to make up a floss card so that we have our conversion and our symbols. Or should I just make a note? So I'm not going to put fancy flosses on a floss card. Maybe we just make a note and stick it in there, and then we can decide later when we actually start the project if we feel like we need a floss card. Alright, let's do that. So, how do you feel like that round robin's coming, Holly? I know you said it's slow, but are we feeling better about it? Blacksmith blue. This one, blushing beauty, three lines, cherry, tomato, cocoa. Oh, y'all, I'm already screwing up. That's not right. Good but slow. Haven't had a frog once yet, knock on wood. Working on the rose now. The rose was my favorite part. The whole reason I'm making this list is because we changed out some of the colors, and then I started writing the exact right colors on here. Blacksmith blue. We ended up picking out of the lineup without realizing that we were doing it. Okay, blushing beauty, the 353. We ended up going with goldfish. Goldfish, blacksmith blue. All right. Next, cherry tomato, which is, we had that one. Cherry tomato. Only, oh, Cricket. Are you making the tiny town up in the corner? Yes. Well, yeah, I'm not stitching it yet. We're just getting it ready to be stitched on. Hey, Kathy, welcome in. So yeah, I have the pattern right here, and we're trying to choose between these three greens for the fabric. I think we're leaning towards green tea. And it has 13 specialty flosses. We pulled whichever ones I had that were straight up, and then we pulled the DMC conversions for the rest of them, and then just went and picked from what specialty flosses I have. I'm not going out of my way to order anything for these, but okay. So cocoa bean is $8.39. $8.39. We went with what? Oh, I think we went with the almost auburn because it's a little more rich. Yeah, I try and keep a picture of whatever I'm working on up in the corner to make it easier for everybody to reference. Desert mesquite. We had that one, right? Yep. Wait, what was? No, we didn't have coffee. Okay. Desert. If I don't do this now, later I'll be like, what did I do? Dublin Bay. I know we had. And green onion. Those three were all available. Green which is 3021. Oh, I didn't pull anything for that one because I don't have 3021. Hickory Sticks is like a 30, is a darker. Okay, we'll come back to that. Uno momentus. Okay, Licorice Red, which we said was, oh, cherry tomato over here, and green onion, and Dublin Bay, and this one is cherry cobbler. Got a couple different cherries going into this. Alright, and Queen Bee, we said was avocado. Snowball is white. I usually use B5200 for whites. And Stepping Stone is caramel. Alright, so I'm gonna need to figure out 3021. Let's look at what it is on this. So, oh, it's the tree branch. So, I feel like we could find a good tree branch. Look, I think I came across one right away. How do we feel about caterpillar for the base of the tree? Like, that was real quick. Or should we go a little more woody? And we got Fresh Brew. Remember, these are for this. We got some Wagon Wheel. I'm really feeling like Caterpillar's the closest, though. Always use B5200 for white. Those stitches lay better for me. I agree. I stopped buying Blanc a long time ago. So... Trail Dust is a little not quite as bright. That's really light though. Roasted Chestnut. Okay, we got Caterpillar is the darkest. What's this? Fresh Brew or Roasted Chestnut. Which one of y'all would like to see on the trunk of a tree? Because that's the only place you use this color, which is a lot of the reason I typically just go for the DMC instead of Fancy Floss. But I have so much of this Fancy Floss, y'all. I need to start using it up. We got Caterpillar, Roasted Chestnut, or Fresh Brew. Caterpillar. Okay. It's unanimous. And also my chat froze. Let me fix that. This software that I'm using is so silly that, like, my chat just froze. So, like, I can see it on where y'all can see chat on the side of the screen over here, but I can't see it inside my software, and it says we only have one viewer on. So I don't know which one of y'all is on and who all is just ghosting, but welcome. Alright, so that gives us all our colors. I usually hang this right here, but I've been using those command strip things, and apparently the worm keeps I see 16. Yeah, so there's this on the screen right here. It shows 16, but on my screen up in the corner it says 1 viewer. Of course, Holly's the ghost. And the wall keeps getting too warm, and then the sticky unsticks, and I come in and it's falling on the floor. I may have to actually put a screw in the wall. Makes me nervous, but all right. So let me write caterpillar down. Where'd my pen go? Where'd my pen go? See, this is my problem with me. I'm always losing stuff. At work, I have one like hanging on my badge because otherwise I will lose it. Alright, so I've got that list to go in my thing. Now, we're gonna do each of these one by one. This is everybody's favorite coming into this part of it. We got, let's see, our greens will show up, our blues are okay, the light color, this is kind of close, but you can still differentiate the colors. So do we like the light green? Let me see if I can. Oh, that really washed it out, didn't it? There we go. There we go. So you can see the slight color difference there. This is green tea. Next up we have, this one has some modeling. This is nickel and dime. The green is enough darker that you saw the hint of green. So if you think of like green tea, like what you drink, how it's, oh, this one? Yeah, there's something about adjusting it that makes it show up for a minute. Okay, so this green is, it's dark enough to differentiate. The blue's not too bad. We got the white color that it should show up. The browns and the blues. I'm gonna do some camera moving just to, so I feel like when it focuses, yes, it washes it out a bit, but as soon as we go like this, it will show the green. Holly still votes green tea. And then our last one here, whoops, do not do that. Hold on. Come off the card. I always hope that the card will white balance and that'll make this true to color, because it is not that hunter green. It's more of a blue green. Betty says the first fabric. Kate says tea. Okay, I'm just going to throw these on here for grins and giggles. Where is that coming from? We won't have to do any cutting since we've got specialty flosses this time. So here's this one. I do feel like you got to worry a little bit about this floss, but definitely that one's showing up. This one almost seems more like murky water than it does like grass. We are dealing with houses here. So, yeah, I think the green tea's gonna win it for us. It's gonna win. Alright. Put these in the box. And this is our kit. Yay, we did it again. It only took us an hour. See if I can slip this back in here without having to unfold and repin. Oops. maybe. Oops. The pointy corners aren't being friendly. That's why I'm not putting it in the right area. Oh, look how much easier it went in when you put it incorrectly. Alright. So, there's that. We're going to put this in Notions before I forget, because I've forgotten a couple times. Notions. New project. This project is called Any Town, Tiny Town. I'll add the photo later. The designer is Heart and Hand. It is fully kitted up now. This particular one is 176 by 30. 176 by 30. So it does the average for me, and now the size is 103. That makes it a medium. Goal category for me is always 500 on a new start. Categories it fits into. I guess it could be considered geometric. I mean, all these houses are just squares. Fandom, sampler, fantasy, specialty flosses. It is not less than 10 colors. It's got fauna and flora. I don't know if y'all noticed, there's a little bunny rabbit down here and a bird up there. It does have words. And I don't see any specialty stitches on here. It's not very seasonal. It's kind of just general. Holiday, nope. Monochromatic, nope. Full coverage, nope. So those are our categories. And lastly, our fabric is green tea. I have to add it to our inventory. It is a 32 count Joglin from Under the Sea. What is there a light option? Color family is green, and it's on Anytown. So we now have this one all set up and ready to go. It's my email, y'all. See my email. It's such a habit. Like, as soon as I see the little red numbers, I'm like, I gotta check my email. Alright. So then I will take it off the card, this one, but I will also take out the pins. I do not kit it up with pins. I need a getting okay. So then I need I just had it. Where'd I put it? I need somewhere to store all this stuff. Yep, here it is. So, fold my fabric differently. I'll go ahead and write the name on here too. We're gonna stick all the flosses in there. Kate, I got a shipping notice on your flosses today. Ooh, that's what we can do. I have shop stuff. Would y'all like to see shop stuff? Otherwise, we can just pull out the stitching. Just want to make sure. Okay. All right. Yes, shop stuff. Oop. Everybody says yes. Hey, Shannon, welcome in. All right. It has been a week, y'all. Ones that I talk to on the regular, y'all know that I've had a very, very busy week. So, I've actually gotten 3 packages this week. Alright, here's the first one. And this was because I had a customer that ordered something from me. She ordered the last pattern I had, and then I'm going to actually switch channels. And then the mail lost it. So I had to reorder one for her. And while I was there, I might as well order some other stuff, right? Patterns can't travel alone. So here is from Tell & Emblem. This one's called Caper White. And it's a butterfly. I mean, how can you resist a butterfly? So these, because they're new, because I just received them, they're going in the Facebook group under the June album. And in a few months, they'll, of course, move over to the website. But I start out with the Facebook group. Okay, so I have those 2. And then, oh, yeah, that's the same thing. And then I have, these are called Make a Monogram. So it's got butterflies and flowers. And then you just put your initial right there in the middle. So this one is, yeah. So they give you a little alphabet and you just, it looks like she did 2 different colorways on here. I'm not sure which one she actually put in the pattern. Oh, it says blue or pink. So there's that. They are really pretty. I kind of want to, thinking I might need to stitch one. I like Tell & Emblem's designs. So there's those. I don't know if it has prices. I haven't actually even put them in inventory yet. So, let's see. Looks like the tiny ones are 8 and the big ones are 14. So, Facebook group for those. All right, what's the next package? Oh, and Holly, I ordered houses last night. Hoffman put them on last night after we got off here. I'll see. I have barely even opened this thing. All right. Did I order some stuff twice? I think I oh. Okay. Some of this stuff I'm going to have a lot more than others. Alright. Because what happens is I start an order on my phone, and when I go to the computer, it doesn't show my cart, and so I add those things in, and then it picks up the cart from my phone, and now I've got double the amount of stuff. Alright, so what do we got? This one is one that a customer is doing the, like she's ordering them every. I'm doing an auto ship for her on the Praiseworthy Stitches. This is We Haunting. Anyway, this one is Murky Manor, and it is 62 by 97. All Weeks flosses, it looks like. It's got a Jabco button. Not in here, you have to order it. So, anyways, this is super cute. And that one, $6. I think. Hold on. $10. It's $10. I'm looking at the wrong paper. That would help. Okay. So these are 10. Next, I'm always trying to get the. Wait, that's a series? Yeah. I think that's number 4. It started last year at Needleworker, the one I did while I was in the hospital. And I have all of them because I always order 3, and she's the only one that's ordered any from me. This is number 4. So, I don't remember how many there's going to be. I'm always ordering Quirky Quakers for the Quirky Quaker series because I want them all. And I figure if I'm going to have them all, they should all be in the shop. So this is the Stingray. I believe this is one of her newest ones. So it's super cute. 45 by 45, uses 2 colors. And I've got 6 of them because that's one of the ones that doubled. Next we have Summer Valentine from the Blue Flower. It's 2 otters, and it says, I love to be with you and by the sea. Super cute. It reminds me of a smaller version of the otters that Sarah's stitching right now. And that one I got double of. And those are 10. Alright, this one is a series that I picked up while I was at Market. I picked up the first 3 that were in the series, and Tulips just came out. And they're gorgeous. I do not have the specialty floss for this one. I could probably get it, but since it has to ship from Australia, like, somebody has to want it. I'm gonna sneeze again. Excuse me. So, Florographica 2 Tulips. I think this one's really pretty. I think I will stitch it someday. This one's 12. The red on it is so good. So it's a Cottage Garden Threads red carnation, but it says it's 38.32 if you swap it out. But I bet I have a Gast or a Classic Colorworks that would work great. For those of you who want to join our Carolyn Manning Sal, did I order all the same one? Looks like it. This is another one I accidentally ordered twice. If you want to join the Carolyn Manning Sal and you don't have one, we now have Honeybee in stock. This is one of her new releases. It's really super pretty. I wish the colors were showing up a little bit better. It just looks like a bunch of flowers and vines. Super cute. So, this one is, I believe, $8. $9. $9 for this one. Yes. So a few weeks ago, we were here on the live, and I was kitting up Amethyst in the Carolyn Manning, and everyone convinced me that I needed to do it as a birthday sal. So in August, we're all starting or stitching on a current Carolyn Manning. Like, if you're not starting a new one, you're stitching on one you already have. August 3rd. I have one more package. Hope I haven't run y'all off yet. We're almost done. So, go. Oh, this is where my other Carolyn Manning went. No, that was... Okay. The hashtag blame Sammy Sal. Yeah. So, I have a customer who decided she wanted me to get her all of this stitch along. It's called Make Today Magical from Tiny Modernist. It's a 7-part series. I believe this is part number 4. Yep, part 4. I do have the first 3 parts in the shop. Well, I don't know if I have them listed, but I do know I have them. I'm really behind. Yes, you convinced me. Maybe not you, Kate. It was everybody else. And I do have the first 3 if you want all 4. And I'll be getting the others like 1 a month. She gets them when she gets her houses. So this one is $6. I feel like my angles are all off. So I think these are the first parts up here. I have an extra one of that. I ordered 2 instead of 3 this time. Next is Alexandrite. This is another one I think I want to do for Carolyn Manning. It is purples and greens. It's gorgeous. So if you like having physical copies, I know you can get these PDF, and that's probably everybody's choice, but I love it, so I got it. You've had her butterfly weed pattern kitted for ages. Are you talking about Carolyn Manning? I'm not familiar with butterfly weed. Another quirky Quaker. This is Snowfolk, like snowmen or snow ladies, you know, however you want to genderize them. So you get 2, and I'm sorry, Alexandrite was $8. This one is also $8. So when they come with 2. Lastly, we all know who I ordered this one for. This is Dreamer from the Artsy Housewife. It's a flamingo in a coffee cup. And the coffee cup says Dreamer on it. It's so cute. So, got that. And then outside of that, I got Manor Red. This is going to be for the next house that's coming in next week. So, there's 2 flosses with the next house, and I was only able to get 1. I'll keep trying on the second one, but it hasn't happened yet. A barn door I need to get. So, that's shop stuff. I hope I tempted all of you. Alright, let's get some stitching done. Now we'll put those flosses up there. Are we gonna stitch today? My back. It's over this. Alright. Every week after we are done kitting, we then stitch on Mystery Kitty. Barn is glorious. I can't wait. I really like the barn. Yeah. Alright. Mystery Kitty is coming out to play. See how many stitches we can get in before 8 o'clock. Yeah, one of the reasons we ran a little bit late today is because Lexi took the car to work earlier. Just slightly. Lexi took the car to work, the new car to work today, and Casey's like, I haven't even gotten to drive it yet. So when she got home from work, we decided to go for a drive. Went and saw his mom and showed it to her and played with the puppies because they're little. All right. I think we're working on more white. Oh, just a little bit. We're almost done with the white. At least up here in the top. Let's get this. And I'm going to switch screens. We're almost there. Alrighty. Now, pay close attention. And let's see how many stitches I get. Remember, we have a fun game going in here. At the end of stream, I will ask you how many stitches you think I got. The closest, without going over, is entered into a raffle. At the end of June, I will then draw from the raffle, or spin, as the case may be. And that person will win a $10 gift card to my shop. So for anybody, oh, let's switch the, you predict 41. Let me switch the picture. Good morning, princess. You got one of the kittens.
Hasn't even tried to hiss or scratch or bite at me.
Oh my goodness.
Saw the mama too.
1 second. Oops. So we have a mama cat that has apparently adopted us. She's been living somewhere in our yard. And she had a couple kittens. And Lexi has commandeered one of them. I wish it wouldn't do that every time. Give me 1 second, Doodle. Come on.
I was shocked you didn't try to hiss or scratch at me.
Right. I'm going to show you the kitty. Give me just a second. I'm trying to get this photo where I need it to go. Transform center. There we go. I don't know why it blows up the photo every single time, but. Oh, it meowed. Okay. Show, don't tell. Okay, we're gonna switch screens for just a second. Alright. Kissy? Oh, hi. Hi, little one. I need a shed cat, right? How cute are you? Hi. Yeah. Look. They actually feel pretty healthy. They don't feel like super scrawny. I did put some food out for them the other day.
Okay, I'll give it back to you.
Yeah. Alma says, "Oh my gosh!"
I got the bag
Yeah. So that's our new outside cat. May need to give it a name. y'all, I would adopt everything if I could. I don't even like dogs, and I would probably have a dog at some point. Like, I go over there and play with my mother-in-law's puppies, and I'm like, I just really want to take this home with me. My husband would have a heart attack. He's so cute. That was our guest for the day. There we go. All right, transition. How do the inside cats feel about this, though? I can always, like, there's a lot of times the boys will, there's a little bit of space underneath our doors, right? And they'll be, like, sticking their nose there. They're curious about the outside cats. But one time, one of the outside cats was too friendly and walked right in the front door, and Gus chased him out. Name should be Floss Toss. That's cute. Yeah, Gus he was like, not today. This is not your house. Ran him out. But that was also a full-size cat. Honestly, I think it might have been male. So we definitely wouldn't bring it in the house. One time we brought a stray in the house, and it made Gus sick. Like, we weren't sure Gus was gonna make it. And so we won't do that to the two we have in the house now. Which is why I was saying maybe he could stay in here in the shed. But it's so wild right now. I mean, it's sweet. Obviously, it let the kids pick it up. But I feel like it would try and find its way out of here. Like, I'm not gonna... But I might keep putting food out on the back porch for it. This is cute. There's two of them. So... And they have fleas. I wouldn't want to bring fleas into my house cats. I didn't look if it was a boy or a girl, so then we'd have to deal with that too. And that's actually about the size the boys were when I took them to get them fixed, so, you know. Back to stitching. Fun little interruption though. There's a lot of stray cats around here. There's a lot of dogs that aren't strays, but their owners don't keep them in their fence. Which, I mean, as long as they can all get along is fine, but at one point we had a dog living here that was not friendly with other dogs, and the other dogs kept coming up to the dogs kept coming in our yard, and our dog was in the fence, and it wasn't our dog, but the dog that was living here at the time kept getting teased by this dog that was allowed to run through our yard, and one day that dog got out of the fence and got a hold. Hey, Enid, welcome in. Got a hold of that puppy that kept, terrorizing him, basically. And so I was more than willing to help with the vet bill, but I wasn't going to take all the responsibility. I'm like, if your dog had been in your yard where he was supposed to be, this dog would not have taken off after it. So there's that. There's a lot of stray animals. Did you see
What?
the stream just a few minutes ago?
No.
Oh, Lexi brought one of the little kittens in here.
Oh yeah, she brought it to the front door, and I was like, "What in the heck? Did it come up to you?"
I was like, oh, I need a shed cat.
No.
No, they'll do better outside. I might have given them a little food the other day though. They're so small. Love you too. He said that's what makes them strong, is surviving on their own. long time ago, a young golden retriever tunneled under your fence and got in with your Labrador retriever. No real injuries though. That's good. The only injury this dog sustained was a bite to its gut area. And I actually have a scar right here where our dog, actually it was her dog, the other person's dog, that got a hold of me when I was trying to get my mother's dog off of it. So it bit. And this was on Thanksgiving Day. Like we were heading out to go to my mother-in-law's for Thanksgiving when it all happened. My grandmother was in a wheelchair, and we were trying to get her down the steps and into the vehicle, and left the door open a little too long, and the dog got out. She, the golden, absconded with one of my dog's toys and went and dropped it, so they had a tussle. I mean, you can't just take his toys. That's not fair. Come into my yard and take my toys. I'm gonna show you the door. I'm just glad there's no real injuries, because you don't want to see anybody's dog hurt or pet hurt. No matter who's to blame or what the situation may be. Ooh, I found some more white. Looks like this one. And we got a cute little cameo from the Wildcat while we're working on a cat. The dog was a maniac. She got into our yard several times and I would have to take her back. She rammed me into my knees and dumped me on my drive. Oh, that's no fun. Out at my father-in-law's, he has large acreage and it's not fenced in. So we had a neighbor dog that used to come visit all the time, and she preferred to be at our house than her owner's house, and we'd have to drag her home, and she would come back. And she was the sweetest thing. We would have kept her, but the neighbors insisted on getting their dog back. She wasn't being treated right. The guy's wife was a real B-word, if you get my drift. She would scream at their children and the dog. Yeah, I get it. Well, and that's what I was kind of curious about with the neighbors and that dog, was because a couple times when she broke out, she had like that collar on that pinches you when you pull, which if you're walking a dog is fine, but if you're chaining a dog up is not fine, you know? And so we wanted to keep her, but it didn't work out. And at one point she ended up having puppies under our house. Now we did find homes for the puppies, and we kept a couple of them, but they didn't make it. Just because it's wild 40 acres, you know, they get into stuff. I think one got bitten by a snake. I think one got shot by the neighbors. Stuff like that. We didn't have a fenced-in yard then, so we couldn't bring them over here. And I kept them in my laundry room for a while, but that got old real fast. They didn't much appreciate it, and we didn't have the time to potty train. So, but they were half Australian Shepherd and half German Shepherd. They were gorgeous. Because Katana was German. Well, I feel like she was German Husky, but mystery. I'm counting. They remastered Baywatch. I've been watching it. It is cheesier than I remember. Also, your cat was watching it. I caught my cat one day watching, oh, got Harrison Ford. Right, Indiana Jones. I've only seen the one with Shia LaBeouf. So I was gonna go back and watch them, and I started the first one, and you could see Toulouse like following everything on the screen, and his little ears would twitch. And so he liked Indiana Jones. I didn't even finish the whole first movie because I fell asleep. But the original one, Alma. Why would they need to remaster the one with Zac Efron? It's not that old. (1992 to 1990 question mark). Are you watching the new season of Perfect Match? No. What is that? I'm not sure I've seen any season of Perfect Match, but that sounds like something I need to watch while I'm at work. Oh, remake. Gotcha. Saving Hope? I watch it on Disney Plus. It says it's on Hulu, but I think maybe only if you have the two that are combined. I'm not positive. Let me show you. I'll show you. Oh, that's why. You were looking on Netflix. Yeah, I don't think it's on Netflix. I don't know why, but I seem obsessively needy to watch all of the medical dramas and the fire and the police. Looks like that. So, can you see it here? I also watch Percy Jackson. And apparently one of the kids was watching Coco and Nightmare Before Christmas. Because I didn't watch those. I actually don't think I've seen Nightmare Before Christmas all the way through. I've seen bits and pieces of it. Watch a bunch of hospital shows on Netflix. I'm not certain I care for them. I prefer the original ER. I watched the original ER on... I know. Everybody's seen Nightmare Before... And it's not that I haven't. I just haven't, like, sat down and watched it from beginning to end. I know everybody loves that show. But at least I know what it is. And... like, I can sing the song for you. Coco I've seen. It was okay. I prefer Encanto. Whenever Luisa does her song, it hits me in the feels. It hits a little too close to home. And I start... all the Chicago shows. Yep, I watch PD, Fire, and Med. Yep, I'm all caught up on all of them. Yeah, so Peacock is where I watch all the Chicago ones. And I think I was watching them for free. I don't know for sure, though. I tend to sign up for stuff without even really realizing it. Alright, let's see. What is 4? I'm. I was gonna say something, but spoilers, so I won't. My only issue with those shows is the turnover of actors and actresses. You really start to like somebody and then they leave the show, and I'm like, "Ugh." And I want to do the, well, if they're not going to be on the show, I'm done. And here I am still watching the show. Ready to get a finish on this thing, y'all. I still got a long ways to go, but I'm ready for it. So, anybody new tuning in? This is Mystery Kitty from Kitty and Me Designs. It was a mystery stitch along that started January 1st of this year. Came out in 4 parts over the course of 2 months. And I'm way behind, obviously. They even did a whole nother one since then. So, I'm woefully behind, and that's why we stitch on it every week after we kit something up. Except next week. Well, I'm really thinking maybe Wednesday night I can jump on long enough to kit with y'all. But then I'm going to be tired. Just may not have a whole lot of energy. Well, I'll be sitting here going... Watch Perfect Match on Netflix. Second season is better than the first. Okay. I hear ya, Holly. I'm going to try refreshing chats. I don't know what goes on with these things. Lots of technical difficulties around here. I work Sunday through Wednesday this coming up week, and then Thursday through Sunday I will be in San Antonio, and then Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday I figure I'll work because I'll need to do Thursday through Sunday again for our family reunion. It's going to be a busy couple weeks. Enid, I hate advertisement on platforms we pay for. Yeah, I do too. Especially when it's like, used to Hulu was free if you watched ads, and now it's $6.99 with ads, and then if you want without ads it's even more expensive. It's just silly. Sheer advertisements on Samsung free TV. Yeah. It's getting crazy. And there's just so many platforms now. or subscription services. You're like, man, I can't afford all of them, especially not at $20 a piece. Because I think Netflix is up to $18 if you don't want ads, right? At this rate, may as well buy series I like on Blu-ray and use my PlayStation now. She's so pretty. It's a little bit much. Let me figure out where my borders are here. She didn't gray out the previous release, so I have to go through and highlight and be like, okay, this is what I've already stitched. Let's do that real quick. Let's see. What's that? Bookmark with dogs on it, but it's half stitches in it. I don't know, it's complicated. Oh. You have unearthed an ancient whip from a complimentary kit from Cross Stitch Crazy. Bookmark with dogs on it, but it has half stitches, and I don't know. It's complicated. Like, it's part of the reason I've shied away from magazine stitches is because, like, there's always way too much back stitch or quarter stitches or just something that just makes it. There are easier patterns out there. Oh, I'll just go find something easier. You're supposed to enjoy your stitching. It's not supposed to be complicated. Unless you like complicated. I guess there are people out there. Anybody that stitches on a Teresa Winsler, you're just glutton for punishment, man. I know we're not going to get that far down, so we'll just go from here. Why don't they make something with just X's and no funny business? Yep. I don't know. It's not them that's stitching it, I guess. It's always something I'm curious about with, like, some of Nora's patterns. I'm like, does she stitch? Because if she stitched, she would not have done this to us. It's a love-hate relationship. Yeah, and I mean, there's something out there for everyone, right? So maybe somebody likes all those quarter stitches. But I'm not one of them. Enid, you need a Carolyn Manning. Oh, I knew who you were referring to, Laurel. You might have been the crazy I was referring to. You and Shannon. Nor the crochet magazine. I have plenty of magazines. Yeah, I can understand that. I don't subscribe to any magazines currently. I did cross stitch, sure. I think it was, or just cross stitch. I did just cross stitch for a while. And really, the only reason I bought the subscription and not just like going to the store and getting it is because it was actually a fundraiser for my nephew, I think, because they sold, it was one of those magazine subscription things, and they just happened to have a cross stitch, and I was like, well, I can help him and get something I like out of it. Get just cross stitch. I do feel like of the ones I've seen, if I was going to get one, it'd be just cross stitch. Send that over there. Hearts. Let's do some hearts. It's just a symbol, it's not what we're stitching. Probably only gonna last about 30 more minutes, just so y'all know. I started a little bit earlier tonight, starting at 6 instead of 8, because I do want to get on Zoom tonight. And at this point, I'm hoping I can stay awake long enough. I'm already so tired. But I do think I will Zoom in the house because it is warm out here. Who voted for summer? Because y'all can just pack your bag and leave. I'm over it already. Were you here last night, Enid, when I had to poof really quickly? Whee! My chair just started rolling all of a sudden. Voted for trick or treat. Oh. What do you mean, are you safe? didn't quite get to 200 stitches on Trick or Treat last night. That was okay. So if you were here right before I had to like disappear, the reason I left so abruptly is because we had been trying to buy a car yesterday morning, and the dealership just wasn't getting where we wanted them to. We were doing a trade-in on our car because it's in the shop. You said whoever voted for summer. Oh, you have said it's too hot. So if you voted for summer, I'm sure you're regretting such decisions. So yeah, we went. Our car's been in the shop for a month. It needs a new transmission. It's a manufacturer's issue. Like a bunch of the same type of car have had the same problem, and so but it takes a while to get the approval and to get the transmission in and all that. So they said we could go ahead and trade it in, but then they weren't giving us what we were looking for, it both in the monthly payment and in the trade-in value and everything like that. So we said, nah, we're good. We'll just wait for our car to get done. And then he came back at us with another number, and we're like, that's more what we're looking for, but we want the trade-in value to be to at least pay off our car, you know, the one that was in the shop. And they're like, nope, there's no way, we cannot do that. Well, while I was on stream last night, he called me, and I didn't answer, of course, and he said, okay, if you can get back here today, we'll do it. We'll give you the trade-in value that you're looking for, and we'll get the payment that you're looking for and all that. So we went and bought a car last night. Well, at least when she first turned 16 and got her license, Casey and I were riding to work together. So it just made sense for her to use his car. And then since then, like, he's not working right now, so she uses the car. And then once he's working, we'll just have to figure it out. But so it's their car. It was much cooler today. That's good. It was not here. I think we got up to 102. Anybody else have a cooler day or some nice weather? Are we having problems with commenting? Because I did get a message about that. Y'all reached 84 today. 84 is not too horrible. Sure, if it's the warmest you've had all summer, then it's warm, but it's not showing me my stuff. 84 was your high also. It's 82 right now. I'll take that over 101. Yep. It is currently 92 here. I think comments are working now. Okay, good. Good. I don't know. All the electronics. Facebook doesn't want to cooperate, and YouTube doesn't want to cooperate, and this Streamlabs is not, like, it still says there's only one viewer. Unless it's just picking up the Twitch viewer, but I'm pretty sure there's more than one. 79 currently. I'll take it. Your humidity is oddly high for there. It's 82% earlier. It felt very sticky when you went on your ride. It's 36 now. Yeah, I think ours is 31 right now. I didn't have anybody. We had one visitor on Twitch today, right? Two. Poison and asking for a friend. Trying to build up the Twitch interaction a little bit more. But like I was saying last night, I have a lot of stuff to get set up over there. And I'm going to try and get some help with it, and then maybe that'll help. I also know some of the people I follow are live right now. So, hi from UK. It's done nothing in the UK but rain for months, and it's cold, about nearly the 60s. Okay, so that whole lots of rain thing. I mean, don't get me wrong. I would love some rain. We don't get nearly enough. But lots, no. I would be very happy with 60s weather though. And it's winter in Australia right now, right? Like, we could all just go to New Zealand and hang out with Zeb, or go to Australia. They got the nice temperatures right now. Let me count that up. Where's my thing? I watched one streamer today. I think she streamed for 8 hours. I don't know how she does it. You know, if it weren't warm out here and I could have started earlier, I could probably manage longer, but oh, right where it's supposed to be. You trolled your dog. He needed Outback to go potty, and I talked to him through our Ring camera out there, and he was very confused. Because it'd be like, huh? Where is that voice coming from? That's awesome. We used to do that with the kids. We used to have a camera in the living room. We would start talking to them, and the cats would be climbing up and going, what is that noise? Where is it coming from? I think one time the cat even like knocked the camera down because it was trying to like get to me or try and figure out where the noise was coming from. such a messy stitcher, y'all. I hope all my threads everywhere don't drive y'all crazy. Okay, so should we do a stream next Wednesday, even if it's short? Before I go to retreat. What do y'all think? Yes, please. Okay. It would be Wednesday evening around 8 p.m. Central Standard Time. Because I get home about 7:15 from work. And if I have the kids make dinner or I bring home dinner, I should be able to wing it. Yes, to stream. Eventually, I think I want to try and do an early one. Just because when I came out here this morning to get my computer so I could do some computer work, it was still so cool in here. From being nighttime and the AC running, I think I could do better heat-wise in the mornings. So I might have to consider that. And it looks like, again, my only days off are going to be Thursday, Friday, Saturday for at least a little while. It's a holiday. Next Wednesday? It's a holiday? Oh, Juneteenth, right? Does that mean you're off work, Laurel? Ugh, you have Wednesday as a holiday? Does that mean you don't want it? Or like you were incorrect? Let's see. Yeah, Wednesday's Juneteenth. Yeah, I think Stasha is going to be going to SeaWorld on Wednesday. She was like, if anybody can get here early. But I got to work. Not that I really wanted to go, but I got to work. The UGG is chat giving me problems. Yeah. Oh, gotcha. Yeah, Holly was having some problems earlier. It kept deleting her messages. Telling you, everything's falling apart. Facebook and YouTube and Streamlabs and it's just too much. Okay, I think I'm gonna go ahead and end my stitching here. That'll give us 5 minutes for everybody to vote. How many stitches did we get done on stream today? I'm actually gonna put a timer. Votes, please. So if you're new here and if you haven't chatted yet, feel free to speak up. Take a wild guess at how many stitches we got while on stream. We've only been stitching, what, 45 minutes maybe? Betty says 68. The closest without going over will get an entry into a drawing at the end of the month where I give away a $10 gift card to my shop, Tiny Hummingbird Stitchery. And y'all all got to see the really cool things that I'm fixing to be adding to the shop that you could purchase. And today is the 14th, right? It was payday today. I gotta go pay bills. I don't want to pay bills. That's no fun. Got 68 and 86. Have to take a drink of water too. "94" says Oodles of Stitches. I like that name. It was funny. My husband and I were having a chit chat earlier about my schedule, because I thought, just as a guess, that I would get 4 days this last week, and the other day shifter would get 3, and then this coming up week she would get the 4 and I would get the 3. But I've got 4 again. And I said, well, I'm not overly disappointed. One, because it means overtime, more money. But also, I get more stitching done at work than I do at home. So, I mean, if there's a bright side, if there's a silver lining to a gray cloud, it's that stitching, right? There was one day last week I got like 800 or 900 stitches, even on my bad days. And literally my bad days were only because I was distracted, like between work, trying to buy the car, my mom's buying a house. So like she and I spent 4 hours on the phone discussing this new house she just bought that I cannot wait to go see, y'all. I'm so excited. And so with all of that, I still got like 300 stitches, 400 stitches in. So it's cool. I like it. I get paid to stitch. So there's less distraction. There's less feeling like my stitching's a burden on somebody, right? So when I sit down to stitch, I'm like, oh, well, I could be doing dishes. Oh, it's time to make dinner. Ooh, So, yeah. I call myself that as I stitch, knit, crochet, sew, do tapestry. It includes everything you do. Oh, that makes sense. Erica's in with a 72. That makes sense. Coming up with your floss tube name or your YouTube handle or whatever, it always feels like such a chore. Like, how do I best express myself if you're not planning to just go with your name? Mine was a total knockoff of Jessie Marie. Jessie Marie does stuff and Sammy J stitches. Because all I do is stitch. I don't crochet or knit, any of that. I did try crocheting at one point, but I didn't stick with it. We've got one more minute if anybody wants to chime in and guess how many stitches we did on air today. This is going to be a game we play every time. And then once I get my Twitch set up and going, there's going to be a game over there that's going to also include a winner. So if y'all are interested in checking out Twitch, I don't have it set up yet, so there's no point right now, but I'm getting there. Slowly but surely. I have these headphones on. I don't know if y'all can see them. I am not hearing anything from them because I'm so sorry about that. I totally smacked the microphone. It fell on the floor. It came unplugged. Eventually, I want to get an arm like this that has the camera on it. I need this one for stitching, but I want to get one that will also, there's the timer, that will also hold my mic so I don't keep smacking it. I hope that was not too loud for y'all. Okay, so our 5 minutes are up. The closest So the amount of stitches I got done today was 103. So that makes Oodles of Stitches the closest. Oh, you can't get on Twitch with Roku. Well, yeah, that makes sense. Completely understandable. And Twitch is way more interactive. So you would want, Laurel. You would want, oh my goodness, what am I trying to say? You would want to be on a computer or something where you could actually interact. If you're on Roku right now, oh, you're not though, you're on your phone. Yeah, because I have Twitch on my Apple TV, but not my Roku. Anyway, Oodles of Stitches. You get the raffle, and I will write it down. Ticket for the end of the month. Where did my notepad go? Oh, that's part of what I threw when I threw the microphone. My first time here. Yeah, that's awesome. We just started this 2 streams ago. I do it. Oh, where'd my list go? It blew off. Okay, we're just going to start the list over. I started this 2 streams ago. It'll be every stream until the end of the month. Another reason to have one next week, right? So that we're fair. Was Zeb. And 613 was Aaron. And 614 was Oodles. And I plan to mix it up every week or every month too. So like in the future you might see an Etsy gift card or a Vic bag or, you know, something fun and exciting. It won't always just be a gift card to my shop, but I am also trying to promote my shop a little bit. So you got to see the new stuff we just put into that I'm going to be putting into the shop later tonight. That will be on the Facebook page, which is, you know, facebook.com/groups/Tiny Hummingbird Stitchery. Everything else is on my website, which is tinyhummingbirdstitchery.myshopify.com. If you want to go and take a look. I have a little bit of everything. I have some fabric, some accessories, some mostly patterns, and I also tend to specialize service. So if you send me a list and want this, that, or the other over the course of time, or like an auto ship situation or a whole list of threads, beads, you know, whatever, what I tend to do is I help you out, and in doing so I supply the shop with those things that you asked for. So yeah, don't be afraid to shout out. In the Facebook group we also have what we call the wish list, and so if you see a pattern that you want to order that I don't already have, you put it on the wish list. I order 3. 1 is automatically yours. You are not required to buy it, but it is preferred. But it's always reserved. And then the other 2 go into the shop. So it helps me make sure I'm stocking things people like instead of just whatever's coming out. So that is it for string today. I appreciate all of you that came and hung out with me and had some fun. I will be back next week, Wednesday night at 8 p.m. for at least an hour or 2. I'm not guaranteeing that it'll be very long, but we'll sit and chat and catch up right before I leave for retreat. And then of course, I kind of want to try and manage one Sunday night, not this coming up Sunday, the Sunday after retreat, so that maybe we can chit chat all things retreat. What do y'all think? So just look for the notifications. I will try and post on the community board on YouTube, and the stories on Twitch. So thank you all so much for joining me, and I'll see you in my floss tube tomorrow night. So y'all have a great day.